What's the matter, darling? Can't find any tissue. Oh, well, here, use my hand. And by all means, keep it. Now, tell Stevie what's bothering his little Laura, too. Ted and I had a terrible fight. Oh, sorry. Well, I went to the cafeteria to meet Ted for lunch. Really, you gotta break apart on me now when I'm trying to get things working here. Stop playing the role of a fucking retard, will you already? Sick of the dumb crap. And then she said, "Hello, Teddy. You're looking fine, baby." Tramp. No one said what said that. I told him that he should put his eyes back in his socket. And then he said my jealousy was. So then I said his flirting was getting out of hand. So then he said maybe we've been seeing too much of each other. So then I said maybe we should have cooked for a while. And before I know it, we were breaking up. Let's see what else we got here. Oh my poor baby. Wonder why StreamYard doesn't work. I'm not seeing anything on this. Ugh. What? Well, sure, baby. In a few hours, you just may think to yourself, that Steve is looking kind of. Only a desperate loser would pursue a woman on the rebound. That's you. Oh, we see we got one in here a little bit early with me. All right, that's cool. We're supposed to be for 6 o'clock, but I figured that people probably be eating dinner by that time. So who we got in here? Weird if it's not working. Maybe that's what it is. Some messages such as potential spam not be visible. All messages are visible. Okay. Try it again. I think it had the wrong settings. Who we got in here? Nobody. In and out, in and out, in and out. I'm on a no pet diet. No nerd diet. For 28, huh? I'm not worried about it. Won't you be my Valentine? See, every year you ask me to be your Valentine. And every year I turn you down. What made you think this year would be different? No, I don't know. I just thought that since you and Ted broke up, well, you might be feeling kind of lonely. I guess I'm always lonely. Oh, I thought that maybe we could be each other's Valentine. A short while, a few bittersweet hours, we can help guide each other through the rocky shows of heart.
I'll lower this. It's too high. I have to look up at it in order to get to see who's here.
There can't be any
Let's see.
Nope.
I don't want to take a picture of my gut.
You know, they are pretty hard nosed. They don't take it or leave it. Okay. Happy Valentine's.
Excuse me.
Happy Valentine's Day, Mom.
I'm still not seeing any chat. I don't know, maybe if this is something that's messed up or what, but
I'm ready, Uncle Steve. Richie, why you cut quite a dashing figure. Why do I
top chat, some messages such as potential spam may not be available. All messages are visible. Yeah, well, that's what I want. Well, I think I need to trim this a little bit. It's a little off kilter. Yeah, I got some trimming to do. I got some little pieces sticking out over here and here.
Good evening, Mr. Crawford, and welcome to Shea Winslow. Yes, I'm Edward, and I'll be serving you this evening. Would you like something to drink while you wait for your dinner companion?
My what?
Well, it keeps getting lighter and darker.
I told you everything would be just fine. Anna, if you shall dwindle into a table,
Let me see if I have one available. Table one. You look very pretty tonight, Gwendolyn.
thank you. I tried. Oh, Richie, look at that. Gwendolyn, what's going on here? It's Valentine's Day. Here, Richie, this is for you.
Turn it down a little bit.
Brown socks are black. Won't you be my daddy now?
Hey, what's up, mofo? How are you, buddy? Nice to see you in here. Yeah, I'm a little bit early, so yeah, I just figured, why not? You know, not bad, not bad. If it wasn't raining out today, I would have been working on the car, but it was downpouring all day. I have to reset up the my tent in order to work on the 57. The other one's just right out in the open. So,
Would you accept a dozen roses as an apology for the
what have you been up to?
Well, how about if I throw in
Anything exciting or no?
I just hate it when you fight.
Yeah, I can't afford it. I'm paying a mortgage by myself and a truck payment by myself. That's almost $2 grand right there. Yeah, I don't make that much money up where I live. No, I couldn't work on one day. It was downpouring outside, so I couldn't do nothing. I would have been running back inside every 10 minutes, changing clothes if I did that. At that point, it's just not worth it, you know? Now, hopefully tomorrow. Oh, you worked on a video. Okay, I'll have to check it out later. What was I going to say? Hopefully tomorrow it won't be like it was today. And maybe I can get outside there and at least try and finish up on the interior of the 57. I actually have it's running. It's a running car now. It's already fixed. But nobody knows it because I didn't post any videos yet. The only thing they're seeing is, me taking apart the heads. That was weeks ago. I found out this time that when I set the pistons, it's number 6 and number 1 were both up and they coincide with one another. And I figured out an easy way to do this, the timing, because on the passenger side from the front to the back firewall is 2468, and on the driver's side from the front to the back is 1357. So, after I did that, got everything situated there. I set the pistons. I set the harmonic was actually set at top dead center, with a little tab sticking out from the timing chain cover. There's a line going right across the harmonic balancer or dampener, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing. And it's right at TDC on the timing chain cover tab sticking out. Then I actually made sure that the rotor was pointing at the number 1 receptacle for the number 1 spark plug wire. And I marked it and I pulled it out. So at that point, you guys were seeing me take apart the heads and everything else, and the intake, and all the bolts are in the intake area. But I actually put oil in the valve areas and then, laced the block with oil because I don't want it rusting. I mean, apparently the antifreeze made the top of piston number 2 started to rust on the outer perimeter. So I actually have to get some ultra fine sandpaper, like the 400 grit or something, not put any pressure on it and just wet sand it, and then clean it off. So that way it's not messed up. But number 2 and the number 3 pistons were the ones that I replaced. Put new rings in there. Number 3 has 90 pounds of compression, and number 2 has 95. And that's pretty good because I'm pretty sure I don't think any of the other ones are that high. So, that shows you that it's actually sealed. And the only reason why it didn't run was because, there's something in the fuel. There's still something in the fuel line, so I got to get that cleaned out. But there was a bunch of, not rust, but I don't know, I guess like old rubber hose or whatever, starting to pack into the tunnel part of the metal tubing. So I had to take it off and put another piece on. Ultimately, when I took the harmonic balancer off and I took the timing chain cover off, the top and bottom gear were lined up perfect. They were like, top gear 6 and the bottom gear at 12. So, once I get the fuel situation finished or completed or repaired or whatever the heck it is, then I'll make my first video of driving the car, not just running it. I do have to check the brakes though, because when I did pull it up there, the brakes just seemed to fail. Like they're, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a weak wheel cylinder or something, or a line that's rusted. So I have to get up underneath there and see what that's all about. And then because I had a racing wheel on the back on the passenger side, well, I took that off. It's now got what they call low rider wheels. It's like 175, 65 R14s, but they're on the original 57 rims, 14-inch rims. Um, and the rear one is recessed a little bit deeper than the one in the front. Yeah, I got to do a little more than that. I think mine might be a line, or it could be a wheel cylinder, or it could be even the master cylinder. It's hard to say. I mean, it went like nothing. It just one minute it was working, and then the next minute it just went like the pedal went to the floor. So and it could even be those rubber hoses that are in the front. So once I get that, I was hearing noises in here, like some kind of scratching noise, but it was the same sound 3 times in a row. Um, what was I at? Oh yeah, so the last time that I put the head gaskets on, what the problem was is in the back on the passenger side. I was having a hard time. I was struggling because I'm overweight. Of course, you guys know that. I'm almost 300 pounds. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. And I was standing on a plastic stool, holding the head like this. Okay, and trying to get it on those two little bumps that stick out from the engine block proved to be impossible. Okay, because the weight, the awkwardness, and the stool kicking out from underneath me, it wound up crumpling the back end of the head gasket, and I didn't see it. It was too late. Um, I had torqued everything down, and sure enough, oil was getting or water was getting into the oil. So I had to um, do it over again. You know, this time though, no stool. Car was not up on jack stands. I didn't get up underneath it. I literally put the head on from the front of the car, not the side of it. And it was a little bit more manageable because the car wasn't so high up in the air. You know. I've tried to get StreamYard to work on this, and it won't do it. I'd like to have somebody in here chatting with me instead of just messaging me all the time. But for some reason, I can't get it to work. And every time I try, when I go to my live screen, it just shows a big tan blob, like was it like a piece of rust or something, a circle of rust. So I just gave up on it. Like, not even going to bother because it's not doing me any good. Um, what was it said? Oh, they're saying something about between Hot Wheels cars and the candy I bought, I spent more money than No Name Nationals, 8250. I'm like, no, I didn't. I shop around for the lowest prices on everything. Believe me, I'm like a miser. Yeah, I don't really know anything about it either, but Bear Rose actually tries it, and so does Buck or Mark, whatever you want to call him. So I figured I'd give it a shot, and it just never panned out. I don't know if it's because it doesn't work with phones or. Hey, Alan, thanks for stopping in. How you doing, bud? How you doing, bud? What's new? See you later, mofo. Have a good evening. Oh, okay. Sounds like something to do. Better than what I did all day. I slept. It was downpouring all day long. So much for getting anything done. You know? Hopefully tomorrow will be better. Sitting there watching TV. Kind of like half and half. Yeah, maybe we'll get sun here tomorrow. Where are you at, Alan? What state? I'm in Jersey. Oh, it's a long way for it to travel. Yeah, maybe you'll get a good downpouring tomorrow. I'm hoping it's not going to be like that here tomorrow. Because there's only a couple of things I got to tie up on the 57 and it's done. And then I can work on the olds. The hardest problem I'm having is trying to find an external trans coolant line for the 69 olds. They're an oddball size, you know, and it has to be put on with the same thing. Otherwise, it's just not going to run right. Might have a restriction flow, you know, or something like that. And I don't want to play that, so. Let me see. Yeah, ultimately, the reign of Hot Wheels has ended. They've changed everything from metal to plastic base, and now they've gone completely cheap and they've gone plastic to plastic. And I'm like, no, that's not the purpose for people buying these things. They were collector's items because they looked more realistic and they were a higher warranted level than Matchbox, you know, because, I mean, come on, let's face it, they didn't have red lines in the 60s. You know, I mean, the closest thing they came to anything in their favor was actually some of the cars looking like the real thing, you know. But now a lot of people that are into the Hot Wheels are going to switch over to Matchbox because Hot Wheels is playing the cheap routine. Again, I heard they did this once before, probably before my time, but you know. Yep, so no more Hot Wheels. I'm done with it. I got more than enough anyway, so I don't know what to do with the ones I got. I got to put them in bins or something or pack them away because they're all over the darn place. It's like me sitting there, you know, they're cheap. So it's like, you know, it doesn't cost you much to buy them. Yeah, I have Johnny Lightning. I have the only ones I have of Johnny Lightning are the American Graffiti cars and the 1969 Impala. I have the gold Impala, the blue Impala, the orange Impala, and the convertible black Impala with the white line flames. I think that was a certain rare one. I got a couple of Matchbox. I think it's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see 7 of them up there. And then the rest are Hot Wheels going all over the place, you know? But yep, I have to start putting some of this stuff away because it's just getting too cluttered and making me dizzy. It's one thing to be able to hang them up. That's great, but after a while, your eyes just start to be like, what, you know, like my other cars and past trucks and everything. I put them away. So yeah, I know. Yeah, you're probably just as bad as I am. I mean, I've got these behind me is what you're seeing right now, but I've got them on a clothesline going across my living room. I got them around my door frame. I even got them in the bedroom going around the door frame and on the wall. And then all up behind the TV, and I've got them stacked over here on the ottoman. They're stacked up here on top of my games, and then I got red lines sitting over there next to my hutch, stacked on top of each other. So I got quite a bit of them, you know, more so than I need. Then of course I got a few of the original old school red lines that I had when I was a kid, and a couple of the what was it the hot rod ones from 1975. I think it was the last one that they made. They made it look like a 31 convertible, and it's black with flames on the side, and it's got the engine in the front with a grill in front of that. I have both versions though. I got the one with the red lines, and then I have the ones without the red lines. But they never made a commemorative one of that one again, or any other kind like that. They stopped right after that was made. I got everything here. I got the hell is it? A couple of WWE cars. Got a dump truck. Looks like a box truck, a garbage truck, steamroller, another steamroller, a matchbox. I don't know what the heck that is. It could be a horse truck. A couple of ambulances, some weird stuff. Yeah, I know. I just don't really know what to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Kind of at a loss. I mean, same thing with the videos. Sometimes I just like, I know it's not a good video, but I post it anyway because it's all I got, you know? Hey, what's going on, LP94? How you doing? Yeah, but you know what I mean? This is my way of, getting to know people, you know what I'm saying? And, they get to know who I am. If I don't do it, I don't get my subs, and I don't go to Sykeston, and I don't participate. And I'm not going to go all the way down there just to be a spectator. That's my problem. I don't want to do it that way. I want to go down there and I want to actually, what the hell is that? I want to actually, participate, you know. So that's the reason why I do this, that and to get to know some people, and they can get to know me if they don't already. I even get a couple of my friends from Facebook that come on here. Got a guy named Bob that comes on here, and a guy named Steve that comes on here, and sometimes another friend of mine named Randy will come on here. Yeah, but you know what? I mean, I'm gonna tell you straight out from my own personal, flavor. I would rather watch a full build than a 10 or 20 second short. That's just me. Now, there might be a lot of people that figure, well, this will be quick and I can get it over with. Um, I have to decline this. It's my brother. Um, My brother's just calling me on my phone. I'm like, no, I'm in the middle of live. What are you doing calling me now? You know? But, yeah, that's the whole point. I mean, my thing is I just feel like, I mean, if I'm going to watch something, I want to see everything. Hey, JB, back to working on what? Hang on a second. And I finally hung up. Usually he doesn't call back a second time, but he doesn't realize sometimes I do lives. I think that's what the thing is. He's actually a mod in here, my brother. So I don't know why he's calling me. He should just check to see if I'm online. You know what? The funny thing was, Buck did not have a live last night. Wonder what? Maybe something came up. And then neither did Bear Rose. I don't know if he's having it tonight or if he's not. But hey, Randall, what's going on there, buddy? How you doing? Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Yeah, now you get to see who I look like live in person, right? It's different from just seeing a picture or two. But yeah, I'm hoping, like I said, I hope everything gets better tomorrow. That way I can go out and work on the 57's interior. I want to start getting those seats started. But the thing is, I also got to find some foam because even though the fabric that's still on the seats is original, the stuff that's supposed to cushion it is gone. There's nothing left of it. So, it's good. They're gonna have to be redone over again. I'm gonna have to take all the fabric off and ashtray in the back of the front seat, the little mechanism to slide the seat forward and backwards and all that stuff, and then finish up the back. All I know is putting out one shorter. I understand that, Alan. That's great. I mean, I do put out shorts too, but I mean, I put out stupid shorts. Like the fatty bin fat, 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 and all that other garbage. But that's just me being goofy. That's me being stupid. Um, but there's a time and place in my mind for everything. And that's the time and the place for that. Because stupid sells. Working on a trash truck, getting jobs, gotta go. Oh yeah, okay, man. LP, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate it. Um, hey Randy, is this your first time coming in here or what? First time I've seen you in here. I mean, I've talked to you on Facebook chats and stuff, but I haven't really seen you in here. Or have you been in here before, but just been like the silent person? No, it is your first time. Okay. Have you subscribed to the channel or no? I think you are. I'm pretty sure you are. Oh God. Yeah, but sub anyway, man. I'm trying to get my subs up so I can get monetized and so I can participate in the Sykeston No Name Nationals. That's what I'm trying to do here. That's the whole point of being here, so you guys see me and I meet some people and you guys, you got to get yourself out there. It's one thing to work on a car, but it's another thing to be up and personal with somebody, like get talking to them and everything. Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know if you were or not. That's why I wanted to know. That's all. How many have you got? How many, what have I got? Cars? How many cars do I got? You talking to me, Alan, or are you talking to Randy? Oh, I think it's 290. So I'm just about at the 300 mark, you know? It's not far. It's just, like it's taken forever because, I mean, I had a couple people that rubbed me the wrong way in the beginning. And I mean, they gave me bad advice on working on the car and everything else. And, finally I just, I got fed up with it. I deleted those people because, they were creating more chaos and drama than it was worth. And I'm just trying to get the car to run. I'm not trying to sit there and make it a trailer queen. You know what I mean? But I want it to look decent. I don't want it to look like some, piece of garbage that I just pulled out of a junkyard. I don't believe in patina. I think that's a call for being lazy. And in my book, I don't play that, especially when paint is peeling off like it's lead based. I'd rather get rid of that and, start the whole process again and make it look decent. And I think that's pretty much what I did with the 57 because if you look at some of the old pictures, that thing looked like crap. Excuse my French, but oh yeah, that's right. That's where I knew you from. Car Crazy Central. Yep. Yeah, how many cars did I have back then, Randy? When I was married? Jesus. Well, I still got 5 of my own now. And a company vehicle, so there's 6 vehicles in my driveway. Hey Randy, do you remember Ina Marie Putnam? She had what was it, a 60, I don't know if it was a 67 or a 68 or 69 Camaro. It was purple. I think it was purple. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was purple. She found a ton of Bondo on it. It's the only girl I've ever seen that actually worked on a car. Yeah, she was part of the members too. She's actually on my Facebook page. One of my friends. Her and her husband, I mean, they worked on that thing in a garage, and I mean, I'm talking like a barn garage, like pole barn, but without the lights and all that. And they stripped it down, and I kind of gave her a little bit of advice of what to do, and that car turned out beautiful. And if you've seen some of my other cars, like the '69 Impala Custom, the '67 Charger, the '64 Volkswagen Bug, what the hell else did I have? The '50 Dodge and the '52 Plymouth. My work, and I've made those cars from crap to what the heck. Do you remember a lady with a red Corvette? No, not really. No, I can't say that I did. There were only certain people I talked to on there, and one guy, he had uh, he had a really sarcastic attitude. I was friends with him for a little while, but then he got like foul mouthed with me, and I just like turned around and told him off and deleted him. And I was following him right from the beginning, but when you disrespect me, man, there's a whole other level of me you don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't go there. I don't disrespect people and I don't appreciate them disrespecting me. If that's the way you're going to be, then you're not a friend. Yes, that I remember. Yes, the tub thing. I do remember that. I don't remember what his name was, but I do remember the car. Yeah, and then we had there's another guy that's on my Facebook list. He had a '69 Camaro stolen from him. He had a blue one. He was on Car Crazy Central when that happened. He's on my Facebook page. And then do you remember Joe with the '67 or '68 convertible Impala? Was mustard gold. Joe something. I forgot, Joe Scolata or something like that. He's he's also on my Facebook page. He's from Car Crazy Central too. But we had I had a couple of friends on Facebook that I got rid of. There was a guy named Randy, and it's not Randy Ryan. It's another Randy. He's an older guy. At first, he was helpful. You know, like I got valves from him. You know, for the heads and everything on the 57. And then he started talking like he was out of his mind or something. You know, about firing the car off at number 6. And I kept telling him, I said, anytime I've done timing chains and gears and set the timing on a car or whatever, I've always had it fire off at 1, not at 6. I've never heard of that before. And he's arguing on and on with me about it. And I turned around and I said, he says, well, you don't need to get so technical about, getting the timing straight and everything else. I says, yes, you do. Because if you don't, it's not going to run. And if it does run, it's going to run like crap. And, I said, the only thing you had to do was tell me, I mean, you could sit there and come up on the compression stroke 20,000 times, but if that piston's not coming all the way up as far as it's going to go, you're not going to find the compression stroke because you can't see where the piston is underneath the heads. So you have to put something in there in order to be able to tell where it is, because you got four strokes all together. You got your exhaust, your power, the compression, and what the heck is the other one? There's a fourth one. I can't remember all of them, but there's 4 of them. You know what I'm talking about. And it has to come up on a compression stroke. And the only other dead way of telling is that number 6, to this point, he was correct. Number 6 coincides with 1. So when they're both up, that means you're on a compression stroke. Okay? If it's not, you're not. Any other number doesn't coincide with it. And then I figured out, like I said, the firing order too on both sides without even looking at the firing order on the intake. Passenger side is 2468. Driver's side from the front to the back is 1357. So, and then you just make sure your distributor's in it. Number 1 pointing. The rotor has to be pointing at the number 1 receptacle for the wire going to spark plug 1. Then you can drop it in and lock it in. Make sure your harmonic balancer or your dampener has the line for the timing on it going to 0 or just before it. So you can make it a little bit of adjustment with the distributor back and forth at that point. But if that's all lined up and, if you did like what I did, I took, because my 57's finished. It's done. It's working. It runs and everything, okay? But I'm still having problems digging them up on my phone because I don't know if it transferred over to my laptop or not. And I'm still trying to find them. So I have to post those as soon as I, am able to find them. But I'm not going to drive the car anytime soon because, first of all, I got like 20 bicycles behind the 57. And then alongside of those bicycles, I have the 69 olds. And I know it runs, but I don't have the battery in it right now. I have it sitting on the back trunk lid. But once I get that car running, then I got to work on the body. And then I'm going to try and clean up the inside. I may rip up the carpet and put new carpeting in. Believe it or not, you can go to Walmart and you can find some low pile carpet. I think it's 8 foot by 6 foot or something. And if it's not long enough to go all the way across, you can get 2 of them. You can overlap the other one. You know what I mean? And then just cut out what you don't need and fit it underneath the sill pans. And then lock it down. But I also want to get that sound barrier stuff for the floors too, because make it a little quieter. Not the doors. I'm not into doing the doors and the ceiling and all that other stuff because if it didn't have it, it wasn't meant to have it. The 57 has it, and the 57 still has it. It's the original sound deadening stuff that was in there when I took the old headliner out. And it wasn't coming off, so I left it alone. I figure if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I left it in, put the new headliner in, and Now the only thing that's left to do really is a little bit of work on the rear door and the back, and then finish up the seats. And then I got to make one door panel. I have two of them here somewhere. There should be three of them, and then I got to make a fourth one. So I got the fabric for the seats here. Like this is one of the colors. You know, there's quite a bit of that left. And I have another set of this so that way I can make, finish up whatever I want to finish up and do that with the fabric. But what I'm going to do is the part that you're sitting on, the driver and passenger and the front and the back, the front and the back of the car, left and right. The seating part is going to be black. So it's going to be like an apron going across from the back part all the way to the part where you're sitting at, and then the border is going to be turquoise. It's just like the outside of the car. The hood is not going to, or the top is not going to be white. It's going to be black because it's more fitting. I mean, it's politically correct, same color as the inside. I don't want to look like an oddball. So when I get off of here, then I'm gonna give my brother a call, see what's up. I don't think sometimes he realizes that I'm actually online. Anybody know if anybody else is doing a live tonight or no? And this thing, I just got to cut it. It's like I got to cut that and then cut that. Oh, he is, huh? Oh, okay. Well, you want to transfer over to him or you want to stay here or what? Because, I mean, we only have 3 people in here. It's not like I get many viewers. I'm just trying to be here to meet people. That's it, and this way they can see who I am. But I'm thinking if I do go to Sykeston, I'm going to actually wind up driving the Olds with a dolly on the back of it. I got to get a hitch put on. But it's got a 455 rocket, so, if I bring that thing back up to snuff, there shouldn't be any problems. Of course, it's always a shot in the dark anytime you're traveling that kind of distance. Um, but I'll probably dolly the 57 behind it. Mm. And then we got 10 minutes before it reaches an hour. So we'll figure, what is it? It should be like, hang on a second. Okay, I'm back. Let's get this big now. Come on. It's not going big. So is everybody going over there or are they staying over here? And now, see, this is what I don't understand. Now my picture is like this big on my phone. I have no idea why it does these things. There's no reason for it to be that short. All right, I think everybody's leaving to go over there. I guess I'll get off of here. Go over to Bucks Live, okay? Everybody who stopped in, thanks for stopping in. Let me know you were here, and we'll do this again shortly. All right, I'll see y'all over at Bucks. All right, Randy, go over to Bucks Live. Buck does it. I'll see you there. No problem, Alan. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.